Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, going to be a match between Ample and Hyuk here today on Benzene 1.1. Top right, it is our blue Terran player. It is Ample, and in the bottom left, we've got Hyuk. He is red. He is Zerg. So Benzene, kind of a weird map, right? Every single game that I've cast on here is kind of weird in some way. There's this weird path leading down from your main base that is blocked by a power generator, but it can be destroyed and give easy access to your main as long as you're willing to enter this ramp and go up this really narrow pathway. And ta-da! Suddenly, you're in your opponent's main. So it's got a little back door, but not very easily for Zerglings to bring down. And again, the mirrored part is here because this is a mirrored map as always. Maybe, oh, hang on. 3-player maps? Mirrored 3 ways, I kind of feel like. Anyway. A lot of expansions. They all have gas associated with them. Oh, except for this one, right? Yes. Except for this one, wide open spaces, which favors the Zerg player. And ramps, which features or favors the Terran player. So, let's see what we get going here. Very much like a hatch first play from the Zerg player. The Terran seems to be going for that barracks, and there it is. Barracks inside the main at the top of the ramp. Not walling off initially. Not super worried about bad things, but... I mean, shouldn't be worried. He doesn't know this, but that's definitely a 12 hatch. Here from Hyuk, playing under a barcode name. Do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Alright, so Overlord's scouting out. Terry the Overlord seeing what's up. What's up, Terry? Happy Tuesday to you, good sir. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Just, if you're enjoying the cast, the like button helps people know that I'm here. The algorithm tells them that I'm here if you hit the like button. So that's excellent. It does help me quite a bit. It just lets YouTube know that you enjoy the content. And so far, pretty quiet opening towards TVZ here on Le Benzene. And actually drone scouting, intriguingly. Oh, hang on, the drone has a new mission. The drone is going to go after this SCV instead of scouting. Or maybe it was looking for this SCV the whole time. Wanted to get those early shots off, so he's weaker now. A little bruised up and ready to get snickled around. I don't know what that's not a word. Snickled is not a word. Anyway, pool finishing. How many lings are we going to make? The answer is 2. Just 2. Where did the Marine go? Did you... Might have canceled the Marine just out of the sense that did end up scouting. It was a hatch first. You don't need it yet. Yeah, so cancel the Marine. Getting that restarted now, because you do need them eventually. But if you can cancel Marine and build another SCV at this stage of the game, it's actually pretty nice for the macro. Engineering bay on the way. I mean, the lair timing is going to tell you. This is looking all of the absolute world like it's going to be a 2-base spire opener. So having them turrets up is nice. Metabolic boost getting started. So you can actually chase down this SCV and murderize it. Ooh, those were big hits. Ooh, the drone got a hit off and then went back to mining gas. This might actually work out. I mean, for the Zerg player, not so much for the Terran. There it is. Okay, so the SCV goes down. Can only really work out for one player, right? Ooh, Overlord doesn't want to get spotted, but got spotted. The hip firing of the Marines will never cease to entertain me. I mean, I guess the lore explanation here is that they are computer assist guns. You pull the trigger and it automatically aims at the thing you want it to aim at. Because they never miss, but they're hip firing. It doesn't make any sense. You really shouldn't be able to. Anyway, you know how. Yeah. Aiming matters. It really matters. Spire coming up. +1 attack on the engineering bay. Those Marines do benefit immensely from the upgrades. So yeah, this could just be an 8-rack to play. Third base coming in at 440 for Hyun in the top left-hand corner. Completely undefended, by the way. There's nothing to stop like 5 Marines from wandering up here and killing it. But doesn't seem to be the intent from Ample here at all. He's filling in the bunkers. He's worried about incoming Zerglings. The Zerglings shouldn't be able to get through here. That looks like a pretty solid wall. But maybe... Maybe... Nah, they're just going to sit out here and just wait for units to come out. If nobody comes out, great. But if units do come out, the Zerg player wants to know. How many mutas can we make? 5. 6. We can make 6 mutas with the initial hit. Good comsat scan. Seeing that the Spire is done. Seeing that their eggs coming up. And 6 mutas, exactly how many larvae we had available here too. Very nicely done. Beautiful, beautiful play here. Are we making additional ones? Yeah, we're getting 7, and that's going to be it for the time being. 2 gas is good, but can't support constant Mutalisk production. That's what the Lings are for. They're the mineral dump. Or you make, you know, drones. Make a round of drones with your minerals too. Always something that Zerg players are into these days is, you know, drones. Or all the days. I wonder how long it took. I'm trying to remember back then. I was playing Brood War back. You know, I don't honestly think it took people very long to realize the macro potential of Zergs. Because, right, it was the first time we'd seen this mechanic. Because in Warcraft 2, you built stuff out of barracks. Everything was basically Protoss and Terran, right? Built stuff out of barracks, one at a time. You didn't have to choose between making workers and army units at all. And Zerg's the first unit that came along where it was like, okay, you can make a ton of things, but you have to choose how to use your larva. Do you want to make drones or do you want to make stuff? And that's the question that Zergs have been asking themselves ever since is, yeah, sure, we can make a million things, but if we make a million things, we don't have enough drones to keep making a million things. Anyway. Nostalgia. I say it didn't take us very long because I figured it out. And I'm not smart. And I was like 15 when this game came out. And I was even like... One of the reasons I really liked Zerg, number one, because their units are fast. I do like being able to get across the map quickly with my units. But two, you can make a bunch of stuff quickly as well. It just really appealed to me. Like, the whole concept of a Ling Flood just is immensely satisfying to me in a way that nothing else is. Ooh, in Brood War. Okay, the Mutas are kind of winning this. They're fighting in the place where the turrets don't exist, which is smart. Just on this little ramp here. More turrets are coming up to cover this little ramp area. These guys are kind of hard to see on this darker map, this dark blue. I can make them both yellow. It's actually a little bit fun, but horribly confusing on the minimap. Are you? Wow, I didn't think he could win this with the Mutalisks that he had, but he just totally wiped out that army. Ample set foot outside the safety of Turretville and paid for it. That did not go particularly well for him. He was down here, too. I mean, if you wanted to make an attack on the third, you'd think you'd head up this bridge, but maybe he's trying to sneak around or be sneaky about it? I don't know. So, I mean, there are a lot of turrets up, which makes sense, because there are still 11 mutas after the number of them that have died so far. So, I mean, this is Hyuk kind of doing the Soma thing, where you just make a million Mutalisks and Lings, and you just kind of win, right? You don't make Lurkers. You don't make Defilers. You don't make Hydras. You don't make Ultras. It's just Ling Muta in a way that makes Mutas look incredibly overpowered. Oh my gosh, another major win there. They got +1 attack, but it's not like, you know, they're not like +3 attack or anything. Okay. Ample's getting obliterated here. His SCV count is falling through the floor. He is doing the 8 racks 2 starport thing. But he is making 2 armories as well. Hold on. Hold on. Hold your horses. Are we going fact now? Where are these armories? You only need 1 armory if you're going for further upgrades for your Marines, which you need. Sure, 1 armory makes sense. 2 is très suspicious. Man, he is just headbutting, face butting his way. I mean, this is just some amazing Mutalisk control right here. That bunker's going to burn down. And I don't know that there's an SCV that could be spared to repair it. But there was an SCV who could be spared to repair it. He's taking hits because of the glaive bounce here, though. Are you kidding me? Ba-ba-bam. That SCV's taking that third hit. So this is honestly one of the better games I've ever seen Hyuk play. Ample is very good. Ample took down Queen in a game that I got from RJB a while ago. That was an amazing TVZ. I mean, I can recommend it for sure. We get Le Valkyrie! Le Valkyrie! Elle arrive! Every time there's a TVZ and there's a bunch of mutas, the comments are full of people going, why didn't the Terran make Valkyries? Valkyries are really good against mutas. And the answer generally is that Valkyries can't shoot down. So there's a tech switch into Ling Ultra, suddenly the Valkyries are bad. Also, they can't even attack buildings. So, bad times. Really good at killing mutas, though, and it is a Hydra tech switch with Lurker aspect. Alright, so this is not all the Mutalisks, but this is somewhere in the middle ground of no Mutalisks and all of the Mutalisks. Fourth base coming in. You need a third. Dude, Ample, you need a third base now, or you need to kill one of these bases that the Zerg player has. So here's the thing. Lurker aspect is not done yet. And these guys are 1-1 Marines, which are pretty scary. And there's Valkyries here, too, to kill your overlords and supply block you. And make this even harder to defend because you're friggin' supply blocked. Adrenal glands coming in 11 minutes is pretty quick, though. Scourge, nope. Not connecting with that Valkyrie, though. Trying to do the Valkyrie micro doesn't go particularly well. Oh, alive! Valkyrie's alive. Valkyrie not alive. Not alive. Hiders aren't super great against Marines, but can get the job done if the numbers are right. Okay, that was humongous. Remember when I was like, Ample needs to kill one of the Zerg bases now or he's in an immense amount of trouble? That was true, and he didn't, and so he's in an immense amount of trouble. He is down 63 to 54 supply. His economy is about as healthy as the Zerg's is, but these additional bases are going to get saturated with drones fairly soon. 2 drones at a time, speed for Hydras, missile attacks, adrenal glands almost done. Adrenal glands for the, honestly, 0 Zerglings that exist on the map right now. He's planning on making them, obviously, because you don't get adrenal if you're never, ever, ever going to make a Zergling the rest of the game. I guess maybe you do if you're not planning on it, but, you know, the best laid plans of mice and men, I think is the actual quote there. Alright. Defiler Mound on the way, Irradiate coming in. Just turning into TVZ masterpiece right now. Both players playing really well. The fact that Ample's not dead is not something to take for granted here. His defense was very, very good. The fact that he doesn't have a third is just causing me an immense amount of problems. All of the problems right now. Consume. Obviously, you're going to get consumed as soon as that Defiler Mound is done. I'm looking at the production tab. I'm trying to find a command center that's under construction somewhere that he's going to lift and land, like here maybe. But no, not happening. God, he's 2-basing it right now. I don't know about this. So we got the lurkers at the top of the ramp, but with the siege tank, all things are possible. And there was a siege tank here. He doesn't have a siege tank. With science vessels, all things are possible. So these lurkers are going to die. We're going to wait for a couple seconds for that to happen. I swear he had a siege tank over here. He's got some here. I think their pathing is screwing them up. No! Pathing, let them out. Oh, can they not squeeze through there? Dude, I think it was a larva game where he made some ultras and this happened to the ultras. Okay, they can get through there easily. What was that? What are you doing, siege tanks? Pathing be dumb sometimes. Okay, well, Consume's done. Plague's on the way. I mean, this is just a third base at 15 minutes for Ample. Not super great. Not super great at all. Did I mention this is an RJB replay? I should have. Oh, bad. bad. Losing 2 of your science vessels. Okay, 1 of your science vessels. Oh my gosh. No! No! Dude, Ample, I don't know if you can make a comeback from here, man. I can't. My vision of the future is cloudy. Anyway, check out RJB. RJB TV. He's got a YouTube channel. Does fastest map a lot of the time. Very, very knowledgeable about StarCraft. Leave him a comment. Let him know that Falcon sent you. He'll be very happy. Plague's done. Oh, the Plague Ooze. The Plague Ooze in store for these Marines. Do they know? Are they aware? Hoot, ha, hoot. Engagement from all sides. Lurkers, Hydras, Lings. Just winning without Dark Swarm and without Plague at all. Or by winning, I mean kind of standing in here and getting blown apart a little bit. That Lurker, though, changes the game. And now suddenly in absolutely full retreat right now is the Terran player Ample. If he can hold on to this third, he's got a chance. He's got some tanks here. He's not going full mech because he's still pumping Marines. But definitely Marine tank, which is, you know, the hybrid bio-tank play. But seriously, Hyuk has been defending his bases exceptionally well today. I don't know if he's lost a drone. He definitely hasn't lost a hatch. And I mean, neither has Ample. He hasn't lost a command center today either. But if you're not slowing the Zerg player down, it's going to be a hard time to take him down. So the Defilers have arrived. They have skulls on their faces. They have absolutely 100% full energy. Who needs energy, though? We're just going to move without the Defilers and win that way. Where are... guys? I don't know. Okay. Oh, this guy came over. Dark Swarm Hydra, pretty good. The Siege Tanks, a bit of an equalizer here. Depending on the directionality of the Siege Tank fire, they can actually hit stuff in Dark Swarm. It's a weird quirk of Brood War. Plague Ooh! Catching both science vessels and one of these Siege Tanks. And some of these Marines, the medics are getting drained right now. Oh, Lurker, I think, just killed... oh, man. Oh, boy. Okay, so third base in an immense amount of trouble. Dude, just get that one Siege Tank. It just tickle it. Spit on it. Something. 103 to 93 supply. The Terran player is up, but he's just not... he's not happy. Are we repairing this? Oh, my gosh. He's getting repaired. Master Sergeant. 3 kills. Getting repaired. Brought back from the brink of death. From the brink of death. Also expanding bottom right. But, see, there's this ramp here, and no one's defending it at all. So, kind of feel like it's dead? Oh, man. Ample. I've seen you play better. Ample, I have. Losing this is humongously problematic. Another expansion done for Hyuk. Down bottom left here. This is a bit of a shellacking right now, isn't it? I mean... I don't know that I've seen Ample struggle this much in a ZVT on the channel. Obviously, he has games where he struggles. I'm not saying he's unstoppable in TVZ, but man, he's looked so good in TVZ before. I just think that early Muta-harass really slowed him down, really threw him off his groove. You threw off the Emperor's groove. Yeah, man. I'm the same way, though, honestly. If the early game is intense enough, then suddenly I'm like, I thought I'd made a lair. No? Huh. Guess my build is screwed. And then you gotta try to play from there. But yeah, I could play. Ooh, you definitely can be caught out of sorts. And if early game is effective enough for your enemy, you sometimes just can't get back on. I mean, I keep saying that Ample's dead, but he's up 114 to 108 supply. All the science vessels got plagued, though. That's horrible. He must have repaired the ones earlier, though. Nice. Nice. Oh, I mean, I like this Defiler. I'm come plague your command center. Okay. This fourth base dies again. I'm trying to see an angle for victory here. I am. And this almost this feels like a situation where Hyuk needs to make a massive mistake, and then Ample can win. But right now, I mean, okay, so those Lings all die. Oh, no, they didn't all die. Oh, crap, okay. Siege tanks. Oh, plagued siege tanks, man. Somehow took extra hits there. They weren't quite down to 0. Plague is not instantaneous. Oh, another plague. Ready for it? Ow. Ready for a Dark Swarm plague combo. Plague combo. Combo number 9. Another plague. Hydras are dying over here too, though. Siege tanks unsieging to run. But, oh, the plagued one. Okay, in quick succession, the plagued ones die. This bottom right base is dead. Bit of a flank coming in, catching another tank out. This tank count is not good, and by that I mean I think it's about 1. It's about 1. There is 2 more in production, but the tank count is bad. So having invested all that money into siege tanks and getting them plagued and murderized is not ideal. +2, +1. Chitinous plating on the way, Ultralisks are in the future, and when it comes down to Ultras, well, this particular strategy is going to struggle quite a bit, especially if the tank count is nothing. Hey, an Ultralisk has arrived. Rawr. He didn't have, I don't think he has speed yet, but he's got chitinous plating. Oh, Science Vessels, Plagued, and Hydras are sniping him down. Defensive Matrix Marine trying to hold the day here to a Radiated Ultralisk versus Defensive Matrix Firebat. The Firebat wins. And by that I mean I think the Siege Tank did. But anyway, 121 to 105 supply. Oh, there we go. Anabolic Synthesis now on the way. Just Marines, Science Vessels. Another attempt at a command center, but he can't. Where is he building this one? Here. Just, if you can't get a 4th base in 25 minutes, you're probably going to have a bad time. Defensive Matrix Firebat leading the charge, as always. Oh, yes! Defensive Matrix Firebat winning. Lings jumping on tanks. Bruh, 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 bruh. Tank down. Another tank down. Lurker dies at the same instant that he goes down. 113 to 122 supply. Zerg player ahead. Not good. Not good for the Terran, but we knew that already. We have seen the signs. We have read the game. We understand the problems that the Terran is facing. Dark Swarm, Plague. Great placements on those Plagues, by the way. Ultralisk leading the charge. I gotta say, the one... I mean, Ultras are scary, right? If you had to choose one Zerg unit to never come face-to-face with in your life, like, let's be real, all of them would kill us. If we met a Zergling on the street and it wanted us to die, we would die. But Ultralisks, man, they're huge. They're armored. They have giant, scary tusks. GG! And Ample's like, I can't take this 4th base. I'm out. I'm going to go play a different game now. This is terrible. Maybe rematch. Do you want a GG no re? Maybe it was a GG no re. He didn't say that, though. Anyway, that was almost as flawless as ZVT as I've cast on the channel in some time. That was some beautiful Mutalisk play, and then, yeah, it just leads to this. At least to the Zerg player keeping the Terran on this side of the map forever and ever. I mean, there was the one push here where he irradiated 2 of the Lurkers, there was 1 remaining, and then he pulled off. But in the games that we see Terrans beat Zergs, they kill this base, right? They take down this tech. Or they take down this base at least, or they're threatening the main, or they're dropping into the main. That's the natural. They're dropping into the main, or they're setting up tanks on the low ground here and firing on stuff here. None of that happened. None of it happened. And as a result, you're dead. That's all there is to it. So GG. Hyuk looking good. Ample tried to mix a bunch of tanks in, but didn't go as well for him as he wanted it to. 138,000 points for Ample, 144 for Hyuk. Kill ratio about even, which is super bad. That's really bad. Wow. structures here. 8 raised, 0 Terran units died, or buildings died, actually. That's... No. That's the other way. Raised 8 Terran buildings, didn't kill any Zerg buildings. I'm an idiot. And total spent 48,000 to 37,000. Pretty good advantage in 23 minutes. Great Zerg performance there. We've seen Ample be better. Well, he'll be better in future casts. Don't worry about it, Terran fans. But good game for Hyuk. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.